Developing this morning, thousands of people stranded at the border between Belarus and Poland, caught in the middle of an intensifying geopolitical dispute. Many of the migrants trying to travel deeper into Europe. Matthew Chance is in Belarus watching some of this happen. What a dramatic sight there, Matthew. Why don't you explain what's going on?
Yeah, first of all, John, it's a feat in itself getting to Belarus. There's only a handful of television crews that have been permitted access at this extraordinary moment to come to the country. And as far as I'm aware, and I would have been assured by Belarusian officials, we're the only international crew that have been allowed to come to this migrant camp on the border of Belarus and Poland. And I don't know whether I'm filming it on my cell phone, so I don't know whether you can get a sense of the sort of depth of the camp. There are 2,000 people that have come here from various parts of the world, mainly the Middle East, Iraq, Kurdistan in Iraq, other places in the Arab world as well. I've spoken to a lot of people from Kurdistan. At least 200 of them, I'm told, are children, some of them just babes in arms. There's a lot of people here, I think, spin around here, look, chopping wood, getting ready to make fires to get them through the very cold nights here on the border. 600 of them are women, the other 1,200 are said to be young men. I'm going to flip the camera around so I can sort of show you some interesting scenes. There, a better look there at the sort of scenes that are playing out, unfolding here on the border between Belarus and Poland. And if you just allow me to sort of walk you down here, we can actually see the razor fence. You don't want me to show your face, I won't do that. The razor fence that's been erected by the Polish side to try and prevent the migrants that have flooded into Belarus from moving across into Poland, which is of course a member of the European Union. And there you can see, I think, the actual Polish police and border forces who are standing there on guard all the way down this razor wire barrier to prevent migrants from breaking through. And you get a sense of how long this camp is as it stretches down into the distance, into the forest, out of sight. Here's an interesting scene for you. Somebody I came across earlier. They say a lot of the migrants are from Iraq, from Kurdistan. They're building these makeshift shelters because the temperatures, as you can imagine, in this part of the world in the winter are dropping down. Let me drop inside. And they've built a polythene shelter, look. Hi, how are you? How are you? Where are you from? From Iraq? From Kurdistan? Excellent, all right, thank you, good luck. All right, so just a little sense of the scenes we're witnessing here. I should tell you that, both sides blame each other for this crisis. The Western countries, including the United States, the European Union, and of course Poland, say that Belarus is using these refugees as propaganda. It's actually encouraging them to come in and then essentially directing them, forcing them towards this border to put pressure on the European Union and to punish it perhaps for some of the support that the EU has given to Belarusian dissidents and for the sanctions that it's put on Belarus for its various crackdowns on its own opposition figures here in the country. What the Belarusians say, though, as well as some international aid agencies, I have to say, is that the Poles are not doing everything they can either to protect the rights of migrants, and in some ways they're not living up to their obligations under international law. But clearly it is a very difficult situation. I've got some news for you from the migrant services. There's 2,000 people in this camp at the moment. By the end of the week there could be as many as 5,000, and there are thousands more, according to Belarusian officials, who are on their way. John.